And we are back. Oh man, I gotta tell you, I have a lot of games to play. Got a box in the mail just now. It was a Christmas present, so I haven't looked at it yet, but looks like a board game. And in addition, I've got Xenoshift. Dreadmire just arrived, and apparently I got a lot more than I was thinking of getting, or than I was thinking I got. Just look at this box. It is packed full. So there's that. Jeez Louise. And there's some just loose promo cards in here, it looks like. Xenoshift is a great game. And of course I have Warfighter that I have to play. I have some games over here I haven't even opened yet, although those aren't really solo games. And over on the other side of the counter there, I have, this recently arrived, Riftwalker Storm Hollow, and Legendary Encounters Alien Expansion, as well as Foe Hunters got here a couple of weeks ago. I am just overbooked when it comes to tabletop games, but, that's a good problem to have, I think. It's not any less frustrating, but it is a good problem to have. I'm lucky to have it. But let's get back to the game. I looked up the rules. I did manage to finally locate the sidebar that talks about tokens and location decks. So it sounds like Tup will be having a full turn. He's just not allowed to move, which is pretty cool. And then, that's that. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, it's Yoon's turn. Oh, and I also looked up immunity just to double check I was understanding it right, and I think I was, but I still can't find that in the book, so we're going to have to look at that later. So it is Yoon's turn. She's going to flip over a blessing. Oh no, it's a conflagration. Well, actually, that's going to have to go to the surgery. So the conflagration is heading over to the surgery. And then Yoon, oh dear, she's going to have to go either to the Scorched Ruins or the surgery. And I can't remember. I know I've encountered the villain already. I think he could possibly be at the Scorched Ruins or the surgery. So I'm going to go to the surgery, because I do want to save these Scorched Ruins for later. I mean, it does give me bonuses for checks to acquire weapons. But on the other hand, it has that ability that has you shuffle monsters into other decks. So I think I'd want to go to that last. So let's go here, and we will explore the surgery. Oh, it's Deliverance. Okay. I believe I automatically acquire it, so I can give this to Tup later. Let's see. And then I'm going to use my Shock Lizard to explore again. And we'll see what happens there. Yep. Hey, it's a Potion of Healing. Okay, so Intelligence or Craft. She's got a D6 for Intelligence. And I don't think I have... I can bury this card to do various things, but that's pretty much it. So let's just try it. D6. I have actually 1 in 3 chance. I always think a 5 on a D6 sounds impossible, but it's actually pretty good odds. I don't know. I think I just am a poor die roller, so I'm a little overly... enthusiastic about mitigating my luck. So that is all I can do this turn. So, unfortunately, I then have to deal with this conflagration. When you end your turn at this location, you're dealt 1 fire damage. So I'm going to go ahead and recharge. Now that's for acid, cold, combat, or electricity. So I'm going to have to use my armored kilt and recharge it to reduce acid, cold, combat, or fire damage you by half. No, actually, because if I round up, if I reduce it by half, And round up, I wonder if that means I reduce it by 1 or I reduce it to 1. Oh, this game, there's so much in like the little tiny details of the wording. I think I'm just going to get rid of deliverance. How I interpret this is reduce by half rounding up means you reduce it by half, then round the result up. It would have been a lot better. Yeah, if they said something like, if they had a different word than reduce, and it was like block half the damage rounding up, then it would be much more clear. But here it says reduce it by half rounding up. I'm just going to play that it rounds the resulting damage up, not the reduction up. All right, and at the end of my turn, I can recharge a blessing. Let's do the Blessing of Ra. This seems useful in this scenario. And then we're going to draw. 1, 2. Ooh, the Scarab Buckler. Excellent. All right. We're going to discard another card. Blessing of Abadar. Okay, so let's check again the rules on tokens in the locations. Some cards require you to shuffle your character token into a location deck. You shouldn't know where your token card is while you are shuffling. When your token is examined, encountered, or would be returned to the box, or removed from the game, remove it from the location deck and place it at that location. While your token is in a location deck, you may explore, encounter cards, and play cards. You cannot move, and you must evade any banes you encounter. So it sounds like you still get start of turn, end of turn, although I don't think I'm counting as at the location. I'm in the location deck. So I'm not starting my turn at this location. I'm starting my turn in the location deck. At least maybe that's how I understand it. Oh, it's tricky. But I think, did I discard a blessing? Oh dear. 1, 2, I think I did because it was Bastet earlier. Oh, did I or not? Okay, well, let's count them up. So, I have 4 conflagrations that have been played so far. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I had to discard an extra card for one of the checks. So I believe actually I need to discard another one. Alright, Blessing of the Ancients. So his turn... Oh, he didn't draw back up after he did that thing, I don't think. So he's going to draw 1, 2... Oh, because I didn't know what to do with his hand, that's why. So he's doing the thing. I think I'm going to treat him as... Well, no, he's not at the location. What does it say? When your token is returned to the location... I don't think he counts as at the location. Well, no, because he's got to still explore as though he's at the location. All right, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to try to deal with this barrier. When you start your turn at this location, you may succeed at a check to defeat this card to banish it. So I'm going to use this for my check against a barrier. Actually, oh no, I can't play this. I don't think. Well, no, I think I can because I'm not like in the middle of something. Yeah, okay. So, at this location... Oh, my gosh. Okay. I have to decide whether he's at the location. Because if he is at the location, he can banish the barrier, but he could also take damage from the barrier. If he's not at the location... I think he's at the location. That, thematically, it makes sense. He's in a sarcophagus in the middle of a fire. He's not particularly bright. Okay, so I don't think I can play this because I have not actually started my main part of my turn yet. But, it's so tough. No, because it doesn't say on your turn you have to do it. So, yeah, I'm going to do it. Well, because then I'd be using 2 items for the same check. So I don't think I can play this yet. So what is the check? It's a 9. Dexterity, disable, constitution, craft, or survival. I can do dexterity. It's d8 plus 1. And since the check invokes the fire trait, I can do 2d8s plus 1, which I still have pretty good odds of. All right, I think I'm just going to deal with this as though I can't play that Alchemist kit and save that card. So 2d8s plus 1. And she could use a Blessing of the Ancients, but that wouldn't leave her with any blessings on her turn. Estra is going to use another Blessing of the Elements. So 3d8s plus 1 ought to deal with this conflagration. 1, 2. Oh, perfect. One of them would have done. All right. So the conflagration has been dealt with, and then we're going to explore. First, I'm going to put out my Alchemist kit, make sure that's out. Then I'm going to explore. Ooh, it's a spelly spell. Excellent, and it's a cold spell, which would be great for this scenario. So let's hope that I get it. I'm going to use my Arcane skill, which is my D12 plus 1. 6, 7, that is enough. I'm going to take this. Oh, also I started my turn, shuffle a random card from your discard pile into your deck. So, well, I guess it's random. I did not do that part. So yeah, that a lot hinges on whether I'm at this location or not. But I believe I am. Actually, this Blessing of the Elements should be recharged later. After I shuffle, I am shuffling, and then... Alright, so I got the Unshakable Chill. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I'm going to discard the Sling Staff because I don't think it's going to help me out this scenario, and draw 2. Ooh, excellent. More Unshakable Netflix and Chill. Alright. It is Estra's turn. Alright, so Estra is going to move over to the surgery as well. And she can cure. So who should she cure? Maybe herself. Yeah, Tup's got a lot of stuff. She's going to cure herself. So she's moving over to the Netflix and Chill. No, the surgery. She's moving over to the surgery. She's going to cure. She got a 4. So she's taking 4 random items from her discard pile. And curing those up. Which is, I guess, both good and bad because I'm shuffling my deck, which means husband could move up or down. And then we're going to roll a d12 plus 2 to recharge. Oh, I keep not rolling on the thing. Alright, even though that last one would have been a success, well, actually it's a d12 plus 3, so it is a success. Good. Okay, and she's going to explore. Oh no, it's a Sand Creep! Oh no. The Sand Creep is immune to the piercing and slashing traits. Before you act, recharge any cards that have the electricity trait. I do not have any electricity cards, even though this looks electrical. This card has the trigger trait, so I'm going to use the Pomet Clansman to add a d6. So now I'm rolling a d6 plus a d4. Well, I cannot use the Crocodile Skin Madu because it adds the piercing trait, and this is immune to the piercing trait, unfortunately. So we're rolling a d6 and a d4 so far. And I believe... I mean, Tup could light her on fire, and that would help too. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, because I don't think I can succeed in this check otherwise, I'm going to have Tup give her +4 to her thing. So he's basically throwing a Molotov into the center of the room with the sand creep, and it's going to add 4, and the fire trait, it's not immune to fire damage, is it? No. And then each character at my location is dealt 1d4 fire damage. So we've got 4 plus a d6 and a d4. And that was barely enough. That was a perfect score. All right, so the sand creeper has been killed. What are all these guys doing here? This is not the pile for this? What is going on there? That cards must have slipped, I guess. Alright. So this guy is killed, though. And then we have to deal with the fire damage. Did Tup actually recharge a card? I don't think he did. Alright, since everybody's fire, he's recharging Immolate. And then whoosh, everybody's got to deal with this fire damage. So, she is going to recharge the Crocodile Skin Madhu to reduce it by 2. Well, actually, no. She's dealt 1d4 fire damage. Let me see how much it is. It was 4. Okay, so she's going to do that, and then she's going to discard... Actually, yeah, she's going to discard the Elemental Treaty for the final damage. And then Yoon has to deal with it, and she doesn't have any cards to show that have the fire trait. So she's going to use, well, let's see how much she's dealt. It was just 1, which is fine. She's going to use the Scarab Buckler, I believe. Alright, so that was Estra's turn. She's basically done. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, it is Yoon's turn. Yoon begins her turn here, so she can shuffle a random card from her discard pile into her deck. And we'll see what that turns out to be. It was Deliverance. God damn it. Okay. That ram is really annoying so far. But, you know, it is 1 extra card to have in your deck. So there's that. Okay, she has started her turn there. She's done that thing. She's going to explore. Oh, it's the Tarworks Master from the Tarworks. Discard this card to add 1 die to your craft check or your check to acquire a boon. That seems really cool. So this is craft, charisma, or diplomacy. My charisma is a D8, and that's actually about it. So I can't do this without a blessing. Now I could recharge this blessing though, so I'm gonna try it. I'm not gonna throw my whole savings at it, but we're gonna do 2 D8s and see if we can get a 10. Oh no, 7, 8, 9. Okay, why was 6 afraid of 7? I don't know. I heard 7, 8, 9. I don't know. So that was her turn, and she's going to draw 2 more cards. Excelente. Okay. And it is Tup's turn again. Tup begins his turn here, so he's going to roll them on top. One of these cards is not like the other ones. One of these cards is a dredge. Alright. Gonna shuffle that up. And, yep. Now, Tup, I know there was a Blessing of the Ancients on here before, so Tup didn't do this. Bad Tup. Okay. And then we're going to explore. Ooh, no, it's a Shock Elemental. It's immune to electricity, mental, and poison. If you play a weapon that does not have the bludgeoning treat... So it's immune to Viper Strikes. It would be immune to Clinging Venom. I'm going to use the Unshakable Chill, which is a D12 plus a D6 plus 1. I blast you with cold, frigid air. Okay, a 9, a 1, and a 1. That is more than 9, so we're done. Ooh, that was a little rhyme. How fun. Let's re-roll, or let's recharge this card. It was not a success. Of course it wasn't. You fool. Alright. And that seems to be as much as he can do this turn, so he's going to draw. 1, 2. At some point, he's going to get out of that Purrywolf Sarcophagus. And then we have Estra's turn. Estra's discarding a blessing. She started her turn at this location. I don't know, I freak out a little bit when I see that trigger trait in a card in my hand, because I think this might be the first trigger card that I've really had in my deck. I'm just used to it being a bad thing, right? If you see that trigger trait, I mean, it's in a red box, so... Hey. Alright. Excellent. So we will explore, and we have a lot to do. We have a lot we can do this turn. Oh my god, it's a Holy Water Grenade. Pretty cool. So it's a Wisdom or Divine check. That's going to be easy peasy. D12 plus 2. I got a lot. So I got my Holy Water Grenade. I can then use Kafar. I'm going to actually start by recharging this Remove Curse spell, and I'm going to examine the top 2 cards of my location deck. Oh my goodness. Ooh. She's pretty. And Tup. Tup is there. I be Tup. Alone's I creep. Master of stickmen, rider of sheep. Build a big bonfire, big and tall. Feed it, burn them all. Tup is clothed from head to toe, not a goblin, no, no, no. Trust me, Longshanks, you no fear. Tup is terrible, Tup is here. So, that's why his diplomacy checks are so high, because he clearly is not a goblin. So I remember that the rule said, did it say when examined, do I get my card back? When examined, encountered or would otherwise be returned to the box. So it was examined, so Tup is back, baby. Okay, so I've examined the top card. It is not a threat, and in fact, it would be a very good thing for me to have Kafar along, because he's going to give me 1d4 to charisma checks, and checks to acquire boons. So I'm going to see who this Marianix Karn is. It's a charisma or diplomacy. I have a d10 plus 1 on charisma. I'm going to add a d4 to it from Kafar. And it's plus 1. And it was a 10, 11. Excelente. Very nice. Okay, perfect. And let's see what's the next thing here. So we're going to discard Mariana Trench to explore again. Oh, it's an Emperor Cobra. If the check to defeat has the cold or fire trait, add 1d8. It deals 1 poison damage instead of whatever damage it would deal to you. It's very cool that a lot of these animals, these like sort of wild animals, have this stealth check to defeat instead of a regular combat check. I like in this set, in general, they seem to be using a lot more of the skills. It seems a lot more well spread out, I guess. Skills and traits as well are seeing a lot more use. Anyway, what was I even doing? I was going to throw a holy light at it. Pachoo! Excellent. So, wisdom or divine. D12 plus 3 plus 2d6s. This will be easy. Yeah, that thing is dead, I believe. Dead as a doornail. And then we have to recharge the holy light. Plus 3. Nope. Alright, that's fine. I can get it back. And I might just do that. So, Onair's going on top of my deck. Getting that card back. And then, should I end my turn? Yes, I think I will. 1, 2. Okay, it is Yoon's turn now, and we got a Blessing of Nethys. And she's at this location. Oh, this portable sarcophagus. It says, when you return to the location, banish this card. So, bye-bye portable sarcophagus. It was a fun ride. Actually, it probably was a fun little experience for the pyromaniac to be trapped in a sarcophagus in the middle of a fire. Let's explore. Oh, I didn't do the shuffle. Shuffle into my location. A card from the deck. It is a card from the deck. Ding, 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 dong, bing, bong, bing, bong. Don't you just love the sound of church bells? In the wintertime. Go. Ooh, a Blessing of the Ancients. Easy peasy. My divine skill is a D4. I don't need a blessing, but it'd be nice to have, so let's... I failed. I had a 50% chance on that one, and I failed. And that's okay. I'm going to use a Blessing of the Elements to explore. Bing bong, bing bong. This was bad luck. This must have been the deck that got the blessing shuffled into it. God damn it. Falling rubble. Oh no. Oh no. That would be really bad if I do not succeed at this check. So let's do it. A D8 plus 1 is my acrobatics. I believe that is my best skill that I could use here. And it invokes the fire trait. Because, remember, everything is on fire in this scenario. All Banes have the fire trait. So, I'm not just dealing with falling rubble, I'm dealing with flaming falling rubble, which means Mr. Ra is on my side. He's going to help me out. So, I'm going to use extra 2 dice. This ought to be easy peasy. 3 d8s plus 1. 3 d8s plus 1. Yeah, that'll be easy. Oh my god, overkill. It says, if defeated, you may explore your location. Will I explore my location? I mean, I feel like if it's either a blessing or it's the villain. No, it could even be a fire imp. So I'm not going to explore my location. I'm going to draw back up. And then we will discard another card, and it is Tup's turn. Tup's turn! Tup's turn. And he's going to shuffle a random card from his discard pile into his deck. I love building my deck. I forgot the smoking den. So now, I guess now that I've saved the smoking den, like everybody's running around with hookahs. Just like following me around with hookahs. I guess. Alright, Tup, what are we doing? Get your mind in the game. And that's why I get an extra die. Basically, I can hand somebody, say, hey, take this acid flask. Give me a pull of that hookah. And then, as long as I have a human or poison on my check. Anyway. Oh, look, it's a blessing. God damn it. Okay, it's perfect. That's perfect. In fact, it's a wisdom, perception, or divine. None of those are really my strong suit. A D4. It's a D4 all around. Well, I would like Nethys, but I don't really see what I'm going to do to get it. I can basically add a maximum of 2 dice to this check. For a divine, I guess a 5? Yeah, I'll do it. I mean, I want to get some cool blessings. So we're using a blessing of the elements from Yoon, and I don't know if she recharged a blessing at the end of her turn. I don't think she did. She's going to recharge a blessing. What did she just... She just used a blessing of the elements, and she is going to use a blessing of the ancients. And we're going to roll 3 d4s. And that was a success. Good job, Tup. Now I may attempt to close the location. Let's see. Try to close the location, but it doesn't have any cards. That is what happens now. So, try to close this location. When closing, intelligence, craft, or survival check with a difficulty of 6 plus the scenario's adventure deck number, or recharge a card that has the healing trait. I might have the healing trait. No healing, no healing, no healing, no healing, no healing. So, no, I do not have the healing trait, you fool. But I have intelligence, craft, or survival. So I'm going to use my intelligence of a d6. Dice 6. Oh, actually, that would not be very useful for me to have this Ring of the Godless. Why do I have this in my deck? I don't know. Just because it's a unique item, I guess. So, what is this? See, I think I will use this to add 1 die to my check. I'll be rolling 2 d6s. I want a 6. I want to succeed at this check. So I can use a blessing of the elements. Alright, so she's going to discard that. He is going to discard this blessing he just picked up. And we are going to roll 3 d6s in the hopes of getting a 6. Oh no, it's a 4. Oh gosh, darn it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I think he's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He didn't even do anything this turn. Jeez Louise. Alright, he's done. Estra goes. Estra gets to shuffle a random card. I don't know if I drew, reset her hand last time I played her. I am a mess today. I did reset her hand. She had 5 cards. She had 2 blessings that she played. That's fine. Okay. What she's going to do, though, is she's just going to stick around, and she's going to try this intelligence, craft, or survival check, or recharge a card that has the healing trait. She's going to do a D8, intelligence, craft, or survival. That's a D8 for her. She's going to try to get a 6, and that's going to be her turn, basically. Nope. No, 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 no. Alright, we're going to draw up. And then it's not Tup, it's Yoon. Now she's going to try this check, and no, none of this has the healing trait. Oh gosh, dang it. Okay, so she's going to try intelligence, craft, or survival. She has only intelligence, and it's a D6. Oh no. Okay. So it's a D6. She needs help. Anybody help? Nobody can help. Okay, she's going to roll A D6. It was not a 6, surprisingly. Okay, I guess the surgery is not going to close. Because that's ridiculous. Alright, it is Tup's go. He cannot really do much. He's going to give. None of these characters need these things. Okay, he's going to... He has no healing. Does Estra have healing yet? At all? No. Alright, he's going to move over to the Scorched Ruins and try and deal with that problem, I guess. So he's going to go over there and explore. Oh no, it's the Evil Eye! The difficulty to defeat is increased by twice the scenario's adventure deck number. If undefeated, suffer a Scourge. So it's a Stealth, Knowledge, Arcane, Divine, Diplomacy. His Diplomacy is really good. It's a D12 plus 2. So he's going to, I guess, try to have a nice chat with the Evil Eye. In any case, he succeeded. I never really understood why magic is based on diplomacy in this system, but I guess it's the idea that the magical ability comes from someplace within you, like your deeper self. I don't know. Anyway, there's nothing I can do to gain an extra explore, and then I have to deal with the fire at the top of this deck. So I'm dealt 1 fire damage, and as the damage, I'm just going to discard this Ring of the Godless. I don't know why I even have it. And that happens before I reset my hand. So blah, blah, blah. There we go. Okay, Estra's go. Now, she's the only one who has a chance of closing this location, but it's still not even much of a chance. So she's going to move over, and she's going to explore. Oh, no. All right, Dexterity, Disable, Stealth, or Intelligence. She's got a D8 in Intelligence, and that's sort of the best that she can do. So she's going to try this D8 in Intelligence, try and get a 5. But we really want her to succeed. You know, I don't know. So, but there's nothing anybody can do to help her. So she's going to roll a D8. She basically has a 50-50 chance of getting this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. So that is a 4. That's not enough. So everybody at this location is dealt 1d4 electricity damage, then recharges a card. 1-2 electricity damage. No, but she can discard a card to negate that damage, reduce it by 3. Then Tup is dealt. Oh, and then she recharges a card, which is fine. I don't really need this Holy Water Grenade, so it's fine. It's okay. And then Tup needs to... I think he's just going to have to discard something. So he's going to discard this acid. No, he's going to discard this Clinging Venom. And then recharge a card, and he will recharge his Acid Flask. And then I guess this gets shuffled back into the deck. I said Acid Flask. Good sir. Not flaccid ass. Oh, we're getting down to the last few cards. This is getting bad. I will... And then one of them still a conflagration. Alright. The Blessing of Horus. Let's see. Whose turn even was it? Tup just went, so it must be Estra. No, Estra just went. And she's got to draw it back up. And then it's Yoon's turn. And Yoon started her turn in the surgery, so she's gonna shuffle a random card from her discard pile into her deck. And let's see, she still cannot complete this test. So she's going to move over here. Now, did Estra deal with the 1 fire damage she had to do? I don't think she dealt with that 1 fire damage at all. Also, I was supposed to put this on top of my deck to get the Holy Light back. Damn it. Okay. Well, she's going to use the Crocodile Skin Madu to negate that fire damage. And she will just deal with not having that acute light for this turn. Holy Light. And then we have her turn. It is a spell. It is Wisdom or Divine. You know what? Wisdom or Divine. I have a D4. I don't think I really need this spell, so I'm just going to roll it and fail it. Failed it. People on the streets. And then I'm going to discard this card to explore. I hope it's something good. Oh no, it's a Dry Quicksand. If undefeated, display this card next to your location and shuffle your token card into your location deck. Oh no. Okay. So, Dexterity, Acrobatics, Wisdom, or Survival. I'm pretty good at Acrobatics, so I'm going to do a D8 plus 1, but I need to get a 9. But actually, I don't mind having my token card shuffled into the location deck. Oh, is there a way to get that extra? Well, I could actually add a 4 to it, but then these guys would need to deal even more with fire damage. But I don't want this. Yeah, I think I'm just going to try my D8 plus 1, and if I get it, that's a pretty cool roll. Nope. Okay. So I'm going to have to display this card over here, I guess, and shuffle my token card into the location deck. And I don't take damage or nothing for it. All right. I don't really know where that is. And then at the end of my turn, I am dealt some damage. And actually, I'm just going to discard this Armored Kilt as the damage instead of recharging it to reduce it by half, rounded up. All right. So there I am. Oh, I'm going to lose this game. And next player. Okay, so somebody is starting their turn at the Scorched Place. Is it Tup? Is it Estra? I think it's Tup. So we get to try this check. Dexterity, Disable, Constitution, Craft, or Survival. Dexterity is a D8 plus 1. And this is a disabled check, so I'm going to use an Acid Splash to put out the fire. So I'm going to use my D12 plus a D6 plus 1. D12 plus D6 plus 1. And can I get a 9 on that? D12 plus a D6 plus 1. That seems pretty good. A D12 plus a D6 plus 1, I would need a 9 I think I can do better. So I'm going to use the Blessing of Wadjet. Did Yoon just have a turn, so she didn't recharge a blessing again? Yoon, stop being so forgetful. Okay. So I used a Blessing of Wadjet, so now I'm rolling 2d12s. That will be plenty good. 2d12s plus a d6 plus 1. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not a 2d. That's not a 9. Oh my god. Alright. So I did not succeed at the check, but nothing bad happens to me necessarily, except I was forced to discard some cards. And I need an Arcane 6. That is good. And, oh man. I tried so hard, and I got so far, but in the end it didn't even matter. A Fire Hydra. Oh no, this is one of those that's going to be shuffled into one of the other locations. So before you act, each character at your location must succeed a Dexterity or Acrobatics 8 check, or be dealt 1d4 minus 1 fire damage. Okay, my Acrobatics is a d8 plus 3. That was a 5, so I got it 8. That's perfect. Her Acrobatics is shit. But nothing else I can do. So she's going to use Dexterity, Acrobatics. Yep. So she's going to fail the check. So she's going to be dealt 1d4 minus 1 fire damage. Oh dear. That rolled off of the thing. Alright, 3 fire damage. She's going to use discard the Acute Senses to reduce that fire damage by 3. Bring the damage down to 0, like Captain Planet. And then Yoon, is doing a d8 plus 1, and hopefully get something good out of the deal. Nope. 1d4 minus 1 fire damage. She's dealt just 1 fire damage, and it's not really doing me any good, so I'm going to discard the Deliverance. Okay. Hey, he's good for something. So basically, when I defeat a non-villain, non-henchman monster that has the fire trait, which this does, shuffle into a random other open location deck. So I gotta defeat this dude. Whose turn was it? It was Yoon's turn? I don't think it was Yoon's turn. It was still Tup's turn, I believe. So I need the acid, cold, electricity, fire, poison. I'm going to use cold trait, and it is my arcane die, which is d12 plus 1. Plus 1d6. Okay, that was good. At least I got that one. Oh, and that gets shuffled into the surgery, a random, quote, open location. This gets recharged. It did get recharged. Excellent. And that's pretty much all Tup can accomplish. Well, I guess he can explore one more time. Alright, Tup is going to explore one more time with the Embalmer. Come on. No! Damn it. Okay, it's the Ifriti. We are unfortunately running low on cards. Before you act, discard a card from the Blessings deck for each other open location. Unfortunately, there is one, because I could never close that surgery. Alright, so one card got discarded, but the good news is if I can defeat him, that would be nice. But the bad news is he's immune to fire and poison. Guess what card I have? A poison attack. Guess what I could do instead? A fire attack. So, yeah, I'm not defeating him, am I? Ooh, dear. Alright, so I'm gonna have to just take my lumps on this one. It's a d4. Okay, and that gets discarded as damage. And oh, this is bad. And then he gets. I've lost this scenario. I've most assuredly lost the scenario. I have one more turn to prove that I have not lost the scenario, but we all know I've lost the scenario. I have, because this conflagration does not allow me to close this location. So the only chance I had is if the top card here is the genie, and I'm able to close this location temporarily, I could win in one turn. But not if I can't close this location temporarily, so I've lost. Unfortunately for the Smithy District of Wati, and for our heroes, that's all she wrote.